The glow of 3 monitors burns your eyes in the pitch-black basement apartment. Rain lashes the tiny window above your desk like static on an old TV. Your fingers fly across the keyboard at 3:17 a.m., lines of green codes scrolling like rain. You're 24, broke, and already the most dangerous ghost in the dark web. They don't know your real name. They call you Spectre. Because when you slip into a system, no firewall, no encryption, no human being ever sees you coming until it's too late. You lean back, cracking your knuckles. The smell of cold instant noodles and burnt coffee fills the air. On screen, you've just drained $2.7 million from a corrupt Mexican bank account belonging to the Jalisco New Generation cartel. Not for the money. Never for the money. The money is just the tool. Your obsession started 6 years ago. Your older brother, the only person who ever believed in you, overdosed on their fentanyl. You watched him die on a dirty mattress while cartel chemists laughed about product quality in leaked voice chats you later hacked. That night, something inside you broke and rebuilt itself colder, sharper, smarter. You taught yourself to code the way other kids learned to fight. You became the weapon your brother never had. Tonight is different. Tonight, you're not just stealing. Tonight, you're walking straight into the dragon's mouth. A new encrypted message pops up on your private Tor channel. Unknown sender. One line. We know who you are, Spectre. We know what you did. Come work for us or we burn everything you love. 24 hours. Attached is a photo. Your mother sleeping in her small apartment in Guadalajara, red laser dot dancing across her forehead. Your heart slams against your ribs. They found you. The deadliest drug empire on the planet just knocked on your digital door with a gun to your mother's head. That's the trigger. You don't run. You smile for the first time in years because this is the moment you've been waiting for. You type back with steady fingers. Send the plane. I'm in. 48 hours later, you're on a private Gulf Stream landing at a hidden airstrip deep in the Sierra Madre Mountains. 2 stone-faced sicarios in tactical vests meet you. They don't speak. They just zip-tie your hands, blindfold you, and throw you into the back of an armored SUV that smells of gun oil and fear sweat. When the blindfold comes off, you're standing inside a massive underground bunker carved into the mountain. Servers hum like angry bees. Giant screens show live feeds of cocaine labs, shipping routes, and Bitcoin wallets worth billions. At the center of it all sits El Rey, the king, a cold-eyed man in an immaculate white guayabera shirt, gold Rolex glinting under harsh lights. "A Spectre," he says, voice smooth as silk over a blade. "You have 24 hours to prove you're worth alive than dead. Breach the DEA's classified database and wipe every file they have on my organization. Fail, and your mother dies screaming while you watch on live feed." Your pulse is steady. This is it. The infiltration has begun. They give you a sterile white room with 6 monitors, a quantum-resistant laptop, and a handler they call Ghostwire, a tall, tattooed woman in her 30s with ice blue eyes and fingers that move faster than most people's thoughts. She's the cartel's senior cybersecurity chief, cold, brilliant, beautiful in the way a scalpel is beautiful. "Touch anything you're not supposed to," she says quietly, "and I'll personally carve your eyelids off so you can't look away while we kill your mother." You believe her. The first 72 hours are pure hell. You work without sleep. Caffeine and adrenaline are your only fuel. Ghostwire watches every keystroke. Armed guards stand behind you 24/7. Every time you probe too deep, red flags pop up. Every time you almost get caught, she leans over your shoulder and whispers corrections that save your life and damn your soul at the same time. You start to respect her. Then you start to fear how much you respect her. On day 4, you succeed. You slip past 3 layers of quantum encryption and plant a back door so deep inside the DEA systems that even they won't find it for months. El Rey watches the live feed as classified files vanish in real time. He smiles for the first time. Welcome to the family, Spectre. That night, they throw you a party in the bunker's private lounge. Bottles of 30-year tequila, lines of the purest cocaine you've ever seen. Ghostwire sits beside you, legs crossed, eyes never leaving your face. "You're good," she says softly. "Too good. Makes me wonder what else you're hiding." You clink glasses with her and lie through your teeth. Just a guy who wants to survive. But inside, the real mission has already begun. You spend the next 3 months becoming indispensable. You redesign their entire dark web payment system so it routes through 47 countries in 0.8 seconds. You create an AI that predicts DEA raids with 94% accuracy. You hack into rival cartel communications and feed El Rey real-time intel that lets him wipe out 3 competing labs in 1 weekend. Small victories. Each one costs you another piece of your soul. You bond with the small inner circle. There's Switch, a hyperactive 22-year-old coding prodigy from Medellin who treats hacking like it's a video game and laughs too loud when people die. There's Vault, the quiet, massive ex-Russian intelligence officer who handles physical security and once carried you unconscious to the infirmary after you collapsed from 57 hours without sleep. And there's Ghostwire. She starts teaching you cartel-specific encryption protocols at 2 a.m. over cheap cigarettes and stronger coffee. Sometimes your hands brush. Sometimes she looks at you like she sees the lie behind your eyes. You tell yourself it's just strategy. You're getting close. That's all. But late at night, when the bunker is quiet except for the hum of servers, you stare at the hidden partition on your laptop where you're secretly copying every byte of data you can, every ledger, every bribe list, every name. You're building the biggest digital bomb in cartel history. The paranoia creeps in slowly. You notice Ghostwire watching you longer than necessary. You catch Switch nervously deleting chat logs. Vault starts double-checking your access logs when he thinks you're asleep. Then, one night, you overhear El Rey on a secure line. Spectre is brilliant, but he's still an outsider. When the new system is fully online, terminate him, quietly. Make it look like a rival hack. Your blood turns to ice. The turning point comes 2 nights later. You're deep in the main server room, alone for the first time in weeks, finishing the upload of the final terabyte of evidence to an offshore dead man switch that will release everything to every major intelligence agency on the planet if you die. The door hisses open. Ghostwire stands there, gun in hand, eyes cold but glistening. "I knew it," she whispers. "You were never really one of us." Your heart slams against your ribs. You move faster than you've ever moved in your life. You slam the emergency EMP button you secretly installed weeks ago. Every light dies. Servers scream and go dark. Total blackout. In the darkness, you hear her curse. You feel her lunge. Your hand finds her wrist. The gun fires once, the muzzle flash lighting up her shocked face for a split second. You twist. The gun clatters away. She fights like a demon, but you spent months learning every move she taught you. You pin her against the server rack, both of you breathing hard, bodies pressed together in the dark. "Why?" she hisses, voice breaking. "I was starting to trust you." "Because your king killed my brother with the same poison he sells to children, and I'm ending this." For 1 heartbeat, you almost kiss her. Then you drive the sedative syringe you always kept hidden into her neck. Her eyes widen, then flutter shut. You drag her unconscious body to a maintenance closet and lock it. Alarms begin to wail throughout the bunker. Red emergency lights strobe. You run. The final act explodes around you. Vault is the first to find you in the corridor. The big man hesitates for half a second, long enough for you to hit him with the taser you stole from his own belt. He drops like a sack of bricks.
Switch tries to lock you out of the system from the control room. You bypass his lockdown in 11 seconds and flood the entire bunker with knockout gas you rerouted from the ventilation system. You sprint through clouds of white mist, gas mask tight on your face, while Sicarios drop around you like flies. El Rey is waiting for you in the main server hall, flanked by his last 4 bodyguards. He's holding a pistol, but his hand is shaking. "You ungrateful little shit," he snarls, "after everything I gave you." You stop 10 meters away, laptop bag slung across your chest, the dead man switch already counting down in your pocket. "You gave me nothing," you say quietly. "You took everything from people like me. Today, I take it back." The bodyguards open fire. You dive behind a server rack as bullets chew through metal and sparks fly. You pop up, fire the single shot you saved, a precise dart loaded with the same custom neurotoxin you once helped them perfect. It hits El Rey in the neck. He drops instantly, convulsing. The last bodyguard charges you with a